Yo, what is up YouTube, Fury here, bringing us a brand new video. Now what you're going to be watching in the background is a V2 rocket gameplay that I got earlier the other day actually on USS Texas. I finally got one with the PPSH. Now I don't know if it's just me, it just seems like getting V2 rockets or nukes in this game are a lot harder than they were in other CODs. Probably because it's a little bit more slower paced and people are just pre-aiming everything. But personally, I've been struggling getting these V2 rockets, but we finally got one. Now in today's video, we're using the PPSH with the airborne division. Probably the best setup you can run, especially on this map. You know, running an SMG and staying in the middle of the building on, you know, the ship is probably the best bet to go. You go on the outside of the map or the outside corners, you're definitely gonna get sniped. So this map, if you're gonna be, you know, using SMG, staying inside the building is probably the best bet to go with. So run an airborne division on an SMG so we can get that suppressor. Very important to have, especially if you're running, you know, the counter. I'm running UAV and counter, so you know, having a suppressor just so we don't show up on the map, because the counter in this game does not actually, you know, block the radar for them, right? So they can still see the radar, and if you shoot, you're definitely gonna show up on there. So obviously the suppressor helps with staying off the map, exactly what you need. Now also with the airborne, you get the increased sprint speed, you climb over obstacles faster, and you sprint for longer distances. So very big, especially if you have the airborne maxed, because once you have it maxed, you get all these, you know, perks and additions to the airborne class. Now with this setup, we're running grip and advanced rifling. I didn't have, you know, the primed basic training. We're running hustle just so we can reload a lot quicker. Now if I was using primed, you obviously get less flinch and you get a third attachment, but that third attachment I would have ran was probably extended mags, and you don't really need that if you're running hustle, just because you can be you know, you can reload you know, quite a bit fairly quickly. So hustle with grip and extended, or grip and advanced rifling, is probably the best bet for this setup. Now again, I've mentioned this in other, you know, videos and stuff like that. Dom is probably not the best bet to running, you know, high streaks. So that's why we're running UAV and counter, just so you can get them fairly quickly, and you know, you can cycle them more than, you know, using lethals or anything like that, because these are the only two non-lethal fairly quick you know, getting, you know, kill streaks. So that's why we're running UAV and counter. Obviously the counter doesn't work like other CODs, but it does, you know, shoot down other UAVs that they have. So you put this thing up, they can't call in a UAV for the duration of it, and it, you know, destroys their UAVs that are currently up. So pretty big counter. Unfortunately it doesn't block out the radar, but nonetheless those are the two streaks we were running. Also, another quick tip I want to throw in there real quick. Definitely if you're running SMG, or actually in any situation, if you're on a streak and stuff like that, you don't want to be sitting around. For some reason, every time I'm sitting around on World War II, if I'm pre-aiming sitting there, I still get outgunned. I don't know how it works, but you just want to stay moving. If you're constantly moving, you're definitely going to be, you know, a harder target to hit. And I don't know, for some reason, if you're standing still, you can get outgunned by someone running at you. I don't know how they bring their gun up so quickly, but they just end up killing you, and it's quite unfortunate. I've been finding more luck running around headlessly than I have been just sitting around playing strategically. Now obviously in this gameplay I was playing a little bit slower towards the end, but I'm telling you, sitting around is definitely not a good option to go with, just because for me at least, I've been getting gunned fairly easily just sitting there. So definitely want to be moving. Once you get kills, just keep running around, because once they find out you're there, they're gonna keep coming back. And as long as you have a pretty good setup, running around, you know, fooling them, stuff like that, is definitely a good idea. Definitely an easy way to get more kills and stuff like that. Now in this gameplay, if you guys will notice, I do switch out weapons quite a bit. The PPSH does run out of ammo fairly quickly, and you know, you got to pick up some other weapons on the ground. I fortunately found another PPSH on the ground. If you guys do find an SMG, you do want to pick that up early in your kill streak. If you're going on a streak, you definitely want to, you know, make sure you look on the ground, see if there's any kill streak, or any weapons I should say, that are SMGs that you can pick up. Easily put a suppressor on it and run with that, because you're definitely going to run out of ammo. You can't, unless you're running the scav, you know, basic training, which I didn't. You definitely want to be making sure you keep an eye on the weapons on the ground, because if you're running out of ammo and you're struggling to find a weapon, and you pick up an AR that, you know, you can't put a suppressor on, obviously, you could end up messing yourself with the streak you're on. So definitely pick up a SMG early on in your streak, just so you can have that as backup when you run out of ammo, because you're 100% going to be running out of ammo. So basically that's it for, you know, some tips that you guys should you know, pay attention to, because if you guys run out of ammo, it's kind of annoying to find, you know, other weapons running around, could get you killed and stuff like that. So it's very important, make sure you pick up a weapon, a secondary weapon, early on in your streak. Also, like I mentioned, if you guys are playing on USS Texas with an SMG, you 100% want to be in the building. Unlike other maps, like Point du Hoc, I should say, is a map you want to be on the outside of the map. Definitely not something you want to be running in the middle, just because all the nades and stuff like that do come in. But a map like USS Texas, SMG inside the building is probably your best bet. And as long as you have UAVs and counters going, obviously I'm pretty sure 3 UAVs count as like the advanced UAV technically of this game. So if you have a teammate, 2 teammates running UAVs, you guys keep cycling them. It's very important. You can definitely get these streaks fairly easily if you do have teammates getting UAVs. So definitely on USS Texas, be inside if you're running SMG. Point du Hoc, stay on the outside. There's definitely certain maps where you got to be on the inside, outside of the maps, and stuff like that. But yeah, that'll basically do it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video. Here is the rest of the gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It's where I get the V2 rocket and all that good stuff. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Counterintelligence aircraft ready. Counter recon airborne. Recon aloft. We have eyes in the sky. They're capturing Baker.
This is a NUKE production.
They're flanking around the lifeboats. Incoming enemy artillery. Get to cover. Flight concluded. We lost B. Let's find the lifeboat. Capturing Baker. Move! Need ammo! Baker is ours. Recon airborne. Captured a V2 rocket. It's ready for launch. Captured V2 rocket. Recon aloft. We have eyes in the sky. Counterintelligence aircraft ready. Counterintelligence airborne. Contacted Able. Lost A. Care package on the way. Protect the drop zone. Recon flight concluded. Securing Able. Counter recon flight concluded. Returning to airfield. Dug in and Able. Recon searching for targets. Intelligence airborne. Recon searching for targets. Capturing Baker. Da bewegt sich was. Great work. They are in full retreat.